Hi, pile number one. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new here. So, as usual, I pre-shuffled your oracle cards. So, today's topic for this pick a card is what is hidden from you. So, your first oracle card is discover the pattern. Okay? And then nourish the soul. Excuse me. I feel like this message has been coming up a lot actually in my readings. Your ancestors, not necessarily your ancestors per se, but your spirit guides connect to you. I meant to say communicate, but yes, connect to you in certain ways. And it's not really hidden from you because I'm feeling like you're starting to realize certain things. Like if you see certain insects or bugs like bees, or if you see certain birds, or if you have interactions with certain animals like cats or dogs, things of that nature, you're starting to actually understand the communication and eventually you are going to be able to communicate back. You are going to be able to acknowledge and open that channel freely with your spirit guides. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean doing things like candles and all that good stuff, but you recognizing certain things that come into your reality are meant to direct you in a certain way or give you the answers that you need. You might not even ask for a sign. You might be thinking about something that's weighing on your mind heavily, and all of a sudden a bird will fly onto your windowsill or something like that. You know what I mean? You're starting to pick up on these things that happen and realizing that it's not necessarily coincidental. I've been picking up on that a lot lately. So you are someone who is either beginning your spiritual awareness or awakening. With discover the pattern as well, there's certain things about yourself that you're going to realize affect your environment or show up in your environment. Now, this is obviously a natural thing, right? Our let's say for instance, our bedrooms are a reflection of where our mental space is at, and even sometimes, not sometimes, actually most of the time, where our emotional space is. But it's also going to be beyond that. You're going to realize certain things about yourself that affect the people around you. Whether it's good or bad is not the point. The point is that you're going to realize how much you affect the things in your reality. Things like coworkers, or even, and this might sound like a random example, right? But let's say you're running out for the bus, and things just happen to work out perfectly. Let's say you have to catch a bus to a train, and usually there's a waiting period for you, when you have to wait for that train or bus to connect to either the train or bus, but things just happen seamlessly. It's like boom, you get to the bus stop, the bus is right there. Then boom, you get off the bus wherever you have to walk to get the train pulls up as soon as you come. There are things that you're going to be able to see that are synchronistic that you won't downplay as like coincidence. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm getting repetitive now. You're someone who's feeling very uneasy right now. You may not be feeling as grounded as you want to. There may be a little bit of confusion in your life, whether it comes to your career, whether it comes to your family, whether it comes to your love life. And your spirit team is actually grounding you right now by showing you these certain things that you're acknowledging as synchronicities and not just coincidences, so that it can anchor you and kind of it can anchor you and also bring you down to certainty. So you must be somebody who feels like you might be walking through like a dark corridor right now, not really knowing where you're going to end up, or if you open a certain door where that's going to lead you. And your spirit guides are basically telling you that you're going down the right path and you're going to be okay. Even though you can't quite see the end result and exactly where you're going to be, you're headed in the right way. You're going to open the right door and you will be fine. You may be somebody who's also presented with multiple options, multiple career options, or even options in your love life. Or you could be somebody who's presented with a decision in how you maneuver with your relationships, your family relationships, or your friendships, and things of that nature. And because you're in your head and you are a bit confused, your spirit guides are showing up for you in a physical form to let you know that you're going to be okay. This is also your reminder to drink water. Make sure you hydrate. Make sure you hydrate. You might be a bit dehydrated and don't even notice. Make sure you drink more water, please. If you're having dreams, write them down, or even voice record them. Make sure you're tracking your dreams. Because right now, you know what? Your dreams are important right now because your dreams are going to be confirmation in your future along your path to whatever destination you're going to be reaching. Honestly, this reading is what's hidden from you, and it does feel a little vague. So I do feel like your spirit guides do just want to give you reassurance, because I honestly don't feel like they want to reveal too much to you right now. And what they are revealing through your dream space is going to be important down the line, because that's what's going to give you the confirmation of, oh, okay, this is what that meant and this is where I'm supposed to be. They're showing you your future. So let's pull on your tarot. Now I know this pile is speckled feather. So you guys actually need to pay attention to birds. When you see, I mean, birds are everywhere, right? But you are going to have, I guess you say, interesting experiences with birds this month. And that's just to bring your attention to the fact that you're not alone and you're being supported by your spirit guides. They've carved the path that you're walking down right now. So let's see what's being hidden from pile number 1. What is being hidden from pile number one? What is being hidden from pile number one? I keep hearing flying objects. Not sure why I'm hearing flying objects. It may be that you are going to have experiences with flying objects, like something zooming past your head, and that's to catch your attention. Whether it be an insect, whether it be, I don't know, like a frisbee, or just a flying object is going to be important. So you're just going to have to remember that. I don't know who that's for. Okay. Let's see. What's being hidden? What's being hidden from pile number one? Ooh. Knight of Cups, Page of Wands. Ooh, hold on. Before I say anything, what's being hidden? Ooh, okay. Oh, goodness. What's being hidden from... Wow. What's being hidden from pile number one? What's being hidden from pile number one? Benevolent spirit guides of pile number one. What is being hidden from them? Benevolent spirit guides of pile number one. What is being hidden from them? I got 3 cards? Okay. I'm getting a couple of different situations. I'm getting a closure conversation. You have a closure conversation coming towards you from somebody that you were close to, and you guys had a misunderstanding or a lack of communication, and it looks like either you or this person walked away from one another, or you just both walked away from each other at the same time due to your egos. Now, this ego battle is dying down because this person is realizing that the reason they're stuck in their head about this entire situation and why it's eating them up is because of the fact that they weren't 100% clear or honest with you in terms of how they feel. There's something this person felt very deeply about that they chose not to share with you. And the communication that you received from this person while you guys were still in communication, whether this be a friend or this be a love interest, they made it seem their communication to you came off as though they couldn't care less about the outcome of your friendship or your connection or your relationship. What this person is realizing now is that you're moving on and you're not coming back. So they will approach you. I can't tell you when, but they will approach you for a conversation. They're going to want to tell you, they're going to want to bare their heart to you, but this person is still working through their ego. And from what the cards are displaying right now, even if this conversation goes well, there's something that you can't go back. It's almost like you can't unsee what you saw in this person. You can't unfeel what you felt from this person. There's a stain in your relationship now. There's a stain. And there's no bleach in the world that you could buy to get rid of this stain. So when this conversation happens, I don't even think that you're going to be holding a grudge with this person. I don't think you're going to be holding a grudge. And honestly, I think you would have let it go for the most part, or if not completely. But things have changed at this point. So this isn't somebody that you're going to be able to reconcile. Well, let me not say not be able to, because everybody has free will. But even if you were to try to reconcile with this person, it just would not be the same. Your friendship won't be the same. Your relationship as family members wouldn't be the same. Your connection as love interests wouldn't be the same. It's almost like, even with this closure conversation, there is no other option but to love this person from a distance. Alright, so that's what's being hidden from you. Now I want to see if there's anything else. Let's see if there's anything else for you guys. Is there anything else that pile number 1 needs to know? Yeah, 8 of Wands. You're receiving some sort of communication from this person, because this person has been dreaming about you. You show up in this person's dreams. And I'm getting the sense that that's why it's so difficult for them to even let go of this situation, and they feel the need to come forward and open up the lines of communication, because no matter how much they try to push you out of their mind in the situation that happened between you two, you keep showing up even when they're sleeping. So it's like they can't avoid it, and they eventually will break, and they have to say something to release everything that they've been feeling. This person feels like they made an irrational decision, like they took action too quickly on something. Like they might have assumed something too quickly. They might have acted on something a lot quicker than they should have. And because they acted out of, I don't know, anger, insecurity, feeling hurt, because they just took action without thinking and caused the stain in your dynamic with them, they're haunted. I'm not gonna lie, this person's haunted. This might be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Oh, Queen of Pentacles reverse, King of Pentacles reverse. What's hidden from you is that you and this person were aligned, but not as your higher selves. You guys were aligned in your lower vibrations. So you guys got along well, but there's some growth that needed to happen with the both of you. And you guys wouldn't have been able to grow together well. That's an interesting message. And also, there were too many people in your relationship, in your dynamic. There were too many people who knew what was going on between you guys. There was too much chatter. Excuse me. There was too much chatter about what was going on with you guys. People were in their ear. There were people in your ear. There were just too many people involved in between you guys. There might have even been a lot of gossip about your connection, your friendship, love connection, or even you guys as family members. There may have been too many cooks in the kitchen, too many opinions, too many, you know. Alright, so what's hidden from you is that this person is going to be replaced. So not replaced in a way where it's, well, whatever, it is what it is. It is what it is. This person's being replaced. There's somebody who's coming in that you're more aligned with. There's somebody who's coming in who's going to help you, I want to say, in your purpose. Only because of this Ankh here. I never noticed that in this card, the Ankh. So there's somebody who is coming in that is going to actually help you heal from this friendship, love connection, or family relationship. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. What's hidden from you is that you might end up using work as a way to avoid how you feel about this this person in the past. And your work is going to distract you, sure. And let's say you don't have a job. Let's say like you're just keeping busy to keep from having to focus on this person or this failed friendship / relationship. You are going to get the answers you need when you reflect about this relationship. You're going to be doing the work, and in fact, this past relationship was the catalyst for you to develop yourself into the kind of person that would attract this new person who's more aligned to you, friendship-wise, romantic-wise, or even familial. Alright, so that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that resonated for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time being here. So your pile is Frayed Tether. And of course, as usual, I already pre-shuffled your oracle cards, so let's see what they say. Alright, commune with nature. Trust in magic. Ooh, okay. This is gonna sound very strange. But you're gonna get a form of communication from your ancestors that comes in the form of wind. No, I don't know what that looks like. That's not how my ancestors communicate with me or my spirit guides. But your spirit guides want you to take a breather. Take some time for yourself. Go on a walk. Don't decompress with YouTube. I mean, do what you want, right? But the message that's coming in is don't distract yourself. Be present. But also work through all of the stresses that are in your mind right now. So what that means is going on a run, going for a walk, going on a hike, doing an activity, something, laundry, grocery shopping. Get out of your phone. Take a break from your laptop screen, the TV screen. You need a break from technology. There's something about the content that you consume that is tainting your worldview a little bit. I'm not getting that it's a huge problem. It's not something that's like, dire. But we have to remember that the internet isn't real. Right? Yeah, the things that we see on the internet may have taken place in real life, but it's not real in your current world and reality. There's something about the content that you're watching that's skewing, or the content that you're consuming that's skewing your worldview. Because we don't all come from the same place. We all have different backgrounds, different. Our lives are all different, and although there is a common thread between us all, fear mongering is real, right? When you consume too much traumatic or just disheartening stuff, it can make you lose hope in humanity. And your spirit guides are saying that's a very slippery slope to go down, because for your mindset to shift and be impacted that much can get in the way of you going about your life and living life according to your specific circumstances. You're being bogged down from the screen. So you need to get out into the world and into nature to ground yourself. Even if you're taking a walk around the block, right? Even if you're just walking or running on the track. If there is a hiking trail near you, you can breathe in all that fresh air from all the surrounding trees, right? Soak up the sun. And there's magic in nature. Meaning, this might sound crazy to some people, right? But when you're out and about in the world, especially if you're among trees and stuff like that, the breeze you feel when you see the trees swaying, when you can smell all of the greenery around you. That's love right there. That's literally the earth giving you a hug. I know it might sound insane, but that's the magic of nature. And that's what you're missing right now. You also have to fix your posture. So your neck might be looking down a lot more than it should. So you need to be aware of how your shoulders sit and how much stress you're putting on your neck. Here's what's being hidden from you. We haven't even pulled the tarot. When you make eye contact with people, they feel the intensity of your soul. When people look at you and make eye contact with you, they can't escape this feeling of you being able to see through them. So when you notice that people have shifty eye contact, or even if you feel like you've been holding eye contact with somebody a little bit too long, your souls are recognizing one another. That's why it feels uncomfortable. Because they feel seen. And maybe you're coming across people that don't want to be seen. Okay. Let's move on to your tarot. Oh. Why is it out of focus now? My goodness. Okay, hopefully it comes back into focus. Hold on 1 second. Let's shuffle these tarot cards and see. Okay, what is being hidden from pile number 2? What is being hidden from pile number 2? What is being hidden from pile number 2? It's still... Why isn't it focusing? I'm so confused. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna have to hold the cards up, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, that's the Hierophant. Alright. Benevolent Spirit Guides of pile number 2. What is being hidden from pile number 2? What is being hidden from pile number 2? Benevolent Spirit Guides of pile number 2. What is being hidden from pile number 2? Look, if you had a relationship, friendship come to an end, a job come to an end, something that just ended abruptly. And it might not have ended completely, but if something kind of just shook up your world recently, what's being hidden from you is that you have to start over. There is a need for you to start over, and you may have been resisting this. But there was a lot of divine intervention and work at play, and you needed to turn your pain into power. You needed to turn your pain into strength. That's what's being hidden from you. Is that whatever shakeup you recently experienced is leading you down a path that is a lot more suited for what you want out of your life. You may have even asked your spirit guides for a sign, or you may have asked them to remove people from your life that were not meant for you, something like that. And what's being hidden from you is that they answered that for you with whatever this unexpected ending or shakeup was. Benevolent spirit guides of pile number 2. What's being hidden from them? Benevolent spirit guides of pile number 2. What is being hidden from them? Oh, I'm hearing Stella got her groove back. As much as this sucks, whatever this is that came to an ending, or however it is that you felt like the rug got pulled from underneath you, is for you to remember who you are. You might have lost yourself in a job. You might have lost yourself in a relationship. You might have been somebody who was in a bit of a funk or overwhelmed by what was going on in your life, and you might be somebody who had to actually pull yourself out of a depressive state. You're being reminded right now who you are. You're also being reminded of your support system. You're being reminded that you do have people who are willing to help you and are glad to help you and want you to lean on them. Genuinely, though. Not to, use against you in the future. What's being hidden from you is that you have help and resources all around you. That all you have to do is just take advantage of, and not advantage of in a bad way. I don't mean advantages in like abusing, but use the tools that you have, the resources that you have. There are people that out there that do want to support you. That's what's being hidden from you. With the Queen of Wands reverse, it's just a matter of you having the capacity to reach out and either ask for help or reach out and just establish connections with people that maybe you've neglected in the past. Not in a way that's like in a form of abandonment, right? But you're gonna see who's around you that you can lean on. That's what's being hidden from you. Is that you're not alone. What's being hidden from you is there's somebody who has some resentment towards you and they're going to show their ass. You're about to see somebody show their ass. Someone's mask is falling off right in front of you. What's also being hidden from you is that your spirit guides are about to relieve you of a lot of the stresses that you've been having. What's also being hidden from you is that your spirit guides want you to have more fun. You're going to get opportunities to just let your hair down and relax. Just enjoy food with family. Go out to the bar. Or just go out for drinks. Whatever is fun for you, your spirit guides are encouraging you to do that. And what's being hidden from you is that you are about to get opportunities to do just that. If you're somebody who's been bogged down by life and responsibilities especially. You're rebuilding your self-esteem. You're rebuilding your self-image. And you're letting go of experiences that were very painful for you. And the people in your life that are for you are going to make themselves known. That's what's being hidden from you. So if you're somebody who feels lost and confused and you feel like you're alone, what's being hidden from you is that you're not. And your spirit guides are about to show you that. All right, pile number 2. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming back. I hope that resonated for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hola, pile number 3. Welcome back to my channel. Of course, as usual, I pre-shuffled your oracle cards. So let's see what they are. So the reading today, the topic today is what's hidden from you. So let's see. Evolve into your new beginning. Ooh, that one's pretty straightforward, right? You're going from a tadpole to a frog. From a caterpillar to a butterfly. From a baby to an adult. Okay. Embrace the dark. Ooh. Okay. So with this card, right, I've never seen this card before. I've had this deck for years. And you're telling me this card has never come out? Wow, okay. So your pile is very different and unique. But what I was gonna point out, it says embrace the dark, but honestly, her background is light as hell. It's just her clothing that's dark. So there's something about incorporating your light and acknowledging your dark side too. Now, I'm not talking evil, right? When I say dark, I mean things like your triggers, right? Negative self-thoughts. Can I speak? Negative self-talk. Your shadow side. Huh. I see. Okay, so pile number 3, what's being hidden from you right now is that you're transmuting a lot of the negative energy that you've been absorbing from other people and that you've been noticing in yourself. You're transmuting it. You might be attracted to pile number 2 because I'm hearing what I heard there, which is turning your power into, turning your pain into power. You know what this reminds me of? Of Kobe's Mamba mentality. Where you use the negativity that's going on around you to as motivation, and that's what's going to fuel you to take the steps that you need to get to where you are. So it's almost like getting up every day, doing what you need to do to get to your goal despite your haters, despite the people that don't want to see you win. You're somebody who could be acknowledging that not everybody likes you, and you literally have to interact with people that do not care for you, and you're transmuting that in that you won't really care eventually. But also by acknowledging that you do have haters and you do have people who don't want to see you win, instead of internalizing it, you're using it to drive you to your next step. You're becoming defiant in your energy. See, you're somebody who might have been naive isn't the word, man. You know when we know better and we're supposed to do better but we don't do better? Or when we wear rose-colored glasses with somebody that we know is a toxic piece of shit that shouldn't be in our lives? Or make excuses for ourselves when we don't do the things that we need to do because we're tired? You're facing all of that stuff head on, and you're doing it in a way where you're blowing through it. When you know there's something that you need to do, let's say you're somebody who needs structure and you need to lay your clothes out the day before so that in the morning you're not over here scrambling and looking for everything. Instead of using the excuse that you're tired and self-sabotaging, you're going to do what you need to do no matter how you feel. If you're somebody who is making excuses for people's bad behavior because you have compassion or because you love them, you're done with that nonsense. You're now holding them accountable. If you're somebody who made unhealthy choices in your love life and your relationships and made excuses for yourself because of the pain you'd been through in the past, you're holding yourself accountable. This is what I mean. You're choosing to transmute darkness into light, and that's what's going to get you to the place that you need to be. That's going to get you to become the person that you want to be, that you envision yourself as. If you're somebody who wants to be a mogul, I don't know why mogul came to my mind, but let's say you want to be a mogul. You have to acknowledge the parts within yourself that are holding you back from being that person. A mogul has to learn how to handle power, right? And if you're somebody who's been running away from your power and just giving it away to people, you're not in alignment with being a mogul. So now you're acknowledging that and choosing not to give your power away, because whose fault is it if you're giving your power away to other people? Of course it's your fault, right? We all have our reasons for it. Sometimes it's self-preservation or protection because we want people to like us. But you're in a state now where you're just like, that's nonsense. I have a goal. I want to be the best version of myself. And no matter how uncomfortable that makes other people, and even how uncomfortable it makes me, I'm going to make the necessary changes and shifts so I become that person. You're shedding your skin. Frogs are amphibians, right? They're amphibians. What's a snake? Oh, a snake is a reptile. Never mind. Whatever. I was trying to make the connection. Either way, you're shedding your skin like a snake would. You're changing your shell like a hermit crab would. You're outgrowing who you are. And the way you're outgrowing who you are is by embracing the darkness around you and within you to transmute it. So, I'm not going to repeat. I feel like I'm repeating myself. So, we're going to pull on your tarot now. Excuse me. Alright, Benevolent Spirit Guides of pile number 3. You know, it's so crazy. I don't know, this feels random, but I used to sell life insurance. And for the life of me, I could never figure out why I was having such a hard time aligning with that field, because I was seeing how much money people were making and how well they were doing. And of course, it's a sales job, so it's not for everybody. Not everybody's good at sales, right? But I know I had a raw natural talent, but for some reason it just would not work for me. And it took a year and a half later for me to realize that I wasn't aligned with it, because the type of person that I would have to become to be there or to be successful in that industry is not who I want to be. I wanted the money, I just didn't want to become the person it required for me to get that money. And baby, when I tell you my life fell apart because I was so stubborn, I stayed in that field and also resisted becoming that person because I knew it went against my heart. I would have had to be cutthroat, and I'm not a cutthroat person. And I just refused to change that about myself. But then I also refused to let go of the idea of the money until I was forced to let that career go. That might be something that you guys might align with, whether it doesn't have to be career. It might even be with a person, a family member you really care about, or somebody that you love romantically. It could even be a child that you might have to let go of, you know? Where it's not easy because you want to keep this person around, but then you also understand and know in your soul that who they are doesn't align with the person you're evolving to. Benevolent Spirit Guides of pile number 3. What does pile number 3? What's hidden from pile number 3? The moon came out again. Wow. What's hidden? And the moon is the card of secrets, which is funny. Pile number, or Benevolent Spirit Guides of pile number 3. What is being hidden from pile number 3? Benevolent Spirit Guides of pile number 3. Okay. I'm trying to put this into concise words. What's hidden from you is that you're going to have to be backhanded with somebody very soon. to get this person off your tail. I hope I worded that in a way that's understandable, but you're going to have to present yourself in a way that you're not used to presenting yourself. To teach somebody a lesson in leaving you alone. There's somebody that sees you as an easy target, probably because of your quiet nature, or because maybe you're a very pleasant person, or you're just polite. But you're not going to have to come out of character, but you are going to have to show somebody a different side of you. That one they've either never seen, or that makes you uncomfortable to even bring out. To get this person away from you. To have them back off or back up. If this has to do with work, this would be somebody that feels like they can CC you. No. Feels like in any petty email that they have with you, they can CC your boss in order to embarrass you and put, let's say, your shortcomings, even if they aren't shortcomings, but your perceived shortcomings on Front Street. You're going to have to respond to that email in a way that's going to shock this person. And because other people will CC'd in it and witness this email exchange, they'll be forced to leave you alone. Because they're not going to get the response from you that they wanted, or they're not going to get the result of embarrassing you the way they wanted to. So you're going to feel a little bit uncomfortable in the way you have to respond to this email. This is just an example. But it's going to be necessary for you so this person doesn't mess with you again. So that's what's being hidden from you, is that you're going to have to check somebody soon. Let me see. There's somebody here that wanted to keep you on ice. Here's what's being hidden from you. There's somebody that wanted to keep you on ice because they didn't think that it was worth fully stepping into a connection with you. You might have been very charmed by this person too, but they didn't think that stepping into a connection with you would benefit them. And there most likely is another route that they chose, or another avenue they went down, whether it was a different person, or they decided to choose their career over you, or something like that. This person is kicking themselves now because they feel the loss so intensely that they're starting to feel unstable. So what's being hidden from you is that your distance from this person is sending them on a spiral because they don't know how to approach you anymore. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do anymore because they acknowledge the fact that they kept you on ice. And it is awkward because them acknowledging the fact that they didn't value you when you were in front of them makes it difficult, because they would have to acknowledge that if they came forward again. This is somebody who wait, didn't I get a similar message for pile number one? You might be attracted to pile number one. But this is somebody who kept you on ice because they weren't too concerned about whether this went anywhere or not, or whether you would leave or not, or whether they left or not. But it wasn't until you left that they realized how much they were impacted by your presence and how much peace you provided for them. So now they feel unstable, and now they feel like they don't even know how to fix the situation. And this is somebody who's gonna present to the world like they don't need you, they can do battle by themselves, but really and truly, when they're in bed at night alone, or even if they're sleeping next to somebody else, this job, oof. Whether they're alone or whether they're sleeping next to somebody else, they can't deny the fact that and I'm gonna say it, they love you. I don't even throw that word around, but this person loves you and they're kicking themselves for it because of how flippantly they behaved, because they didn't think it would matter. They did not think that it would matter, and they did not feel the impact of having you in their life until you were gone. When this person comes back, just understands it so that they can lick their wounds. This is somebody who's concerned more about themselves than anybody else. So I'm just going to put that out there. That's what's being hidden from you too. What's being hidden from you too is that this person is resisting a healing journey. So this person is refusing. Let me not say refusing. This person is having an incredibly hard time coming to terms with the fact that they made the mess that they did and that they're laying in the bed. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I fucked up the saying. This person is having a hard time dealing with the fact that they're having to lay in the bed that they made when they messed the situation up with you. That's what's being hidden from you. For some of you, this was a third-party situation. I'm not even going to delve into the type of person the third party is and the type of person that this person that you were involved is, but the way the cards came out with the Queen of Pentacles reverse, the King of Wands reverse, and then the Queen of Wands upright, baby, let me tell you something. What's being hidden from you is that these people talk about you, because the third party must have found out, whether you know this or not, and whether you knew you were in the third party or not. This other person found out about you, and even though you are nowhere to be found in this person's life that decided that, you know, they could just play around with you, you're a stain in their relationship now. And from the looks of it, whether you know this or not, it doesn't matter to you. That's what's being hidden from you. Now, I don't know if this couple is arguing about you, but maybe they are. Huh. See? What's being hidden from you is that this third party has found text messages, pictures, some form of communication between you and this other person. And also what's being hidden from you is that this person's life has been flipped upside down. Not the third party, the person that you were dealing with. They don't know what to do with themselves. So I guess pertaining to the message before, where they didn't even know how they would approach you because, you know, they messed the situation up and they don't know how to fix it. It's almost like this person also doesn't know how to deal with their relationship now that the cat is out of the bag, that you two were involved. So this person is in over their head. And that's what's being hidden from you. Let me see what's at the bottom. Your spirit team is protecting you from all of this drama and nonsense that you don't even know about. That's what's being hidden from you. They have eyes everywhere. And they will slice any hint of chaos that comes your way. Alright? So, pile number 3. That's what's being hidden from you. That is your reading today. And thank you so much for choosing me as your reader. I will see you guys next time. Bye.